Welcome back to the episode of I Never Liked You with Matteo Lane and Nick Smith, and today we are talking Avatar: Fire and Water.
That's
Air and
not
Fire.
the name.
Fire
and Ash.
Ash.
Yes.
Fire and Ash. We're talking about
Ash.
Fire and Ash. Now,
Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum.
Well,
Who wants to start?
spoilers if no one has seen it,
Oh, you're right. This
But-
is fully spoilers.
but not spoilers because if you saw the second movie or even the first, you've seen the movie.
Right. Now, just want to remind everybody, I'm currently on tour. I'm going to be in San Antonio and Houston, Grand Rapids, Detroit, Indianapolis, Boston. So make sure to go to MatteoLaneComedy.com and get your tickets and see you on the road. Brand new hour of material.
Hi, New York. I have my monthly comedy show at Union Hall in Brooklyn on January 20th. Please get your tickets now. And if not, I will take it as a slight to me. The second and the third movie are almost identical.
To this one.
Really?
The second one and this one. Yeah.
I do want to say that, Nick, in the theater, we sit down and I want to sort of give my side of the story as well. But Nick goes, well, I saw the first and the second one. And I said, okay, what happened? Well, I don't remember. I don't know who these people are. I don't remember what happened. And I was like, okay, because I saw the first one and I saw 10 minutes of the second one and had to turn it off. I did watch it on a Delta flight, like one of those old ones. So it wasn't exactly the cinematic.
But the problem is they're so far apart because it takes so long to make them. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well,
The first
last
one aired what, like 10 years ago?
Yeah, but the
Probably
last
more than
one
that.
was like 2 years ago.
But still,
Yeah.
I mean,
So this was the experience. I said we should go see Avatar. We did one review of it. So we should do another review of it. And
it's going to be a very similar review because they're the same movie. Also, I just got to say, it really pissed me off that the only option to see this movie was in 3D. I'm not 7. I'm not at a kid's birthday party. I'm an adult. I just want to watch it normally.
I'm glad you finally revealed your age.
The last time I saw a movie in 3D was Puss in Boots, and I didn't know it was going to be in 3D until I got there. And yeah, I had to leave halfway through because I threw up.
So
I
Nick,
got motion sickness. I didn't
Yeah.
want to see it. And not only was the only option to see it in 3D, we had to see it in IMAX 3D. And IMAX also gives me motion sickness. So the entire movie, I had to keep taking the glasses off because it kept making me lightheaded. And I don't want to wear glasses when I'm in a movie theater. It's too much. Why is that the only option?
well, okay, so 3D, I don't really
There
give
was
a
no 2D showing?
No.
Yeah, the only one that
No
we could-
wonder he made $2 billion. They're charging $87 goddamn dollars so you can wear some sunglasses.
Yeah, we said, first of all, Nick's like, we're going to go see it, but we have to sit in the back because I'm
last
going to
row.
be sick if I see this movie in 3D. God damn it. So we go, and Nick's already texting about some old man that's pissing him off who's on speakerphone. So we go, we sit down. We're all the way in the back, and then Nick puts on the glasses and then starts to cover his glasses like this.
Because you still get the surrounding.
And I go, what are you doing? I've been recording. What are you doing? If I don't have my hands here, I'm going to throw up. It's going to give me motion sickness. And I was like, okay. I have to say, I really struggled to get through this movie. I asked Nick
He
about...
tried to leave 3 times.
4 times, 5 times. I was like, can we please go? I was like, I don't care about these characters. We're going to get into all the characters. So the movie itself looks really beautiful, but I just
and
don't...
that's where
That's
it
like
ends.
the crux of the thing is
Yo,
that they're gorgeous,
crux.
but
That is the crux. Because, baby, it's got nothing else. Dialogue?
Bad.
Jimmy, you've been writing this apparently for like 40 years. And one of Sigourney Weaver is, well, that sucks.
Okay.
That was her line?
I want to get into Sigourney Weaver's character.
Well, that's a whole discussion.
Do we start there?
Well-
we have to go through each character because we have
hold
Edie
on.
Falco to go through.
Before we get to specific characters, the 3D aspect was so unenjoyable. But the other thing is, I am convinced Jimothy Cameron.
James Cameron.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
I was doing a bit.
Gotcha.
I was taking a page out of Bob and Monet's book. I'm doing bits. James Cameron has a torture kink. I am convinced he's into holding people captive in movie theaters. It was 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
Had he cut an hour, the same effect would have been achieved. The same plot would have happened. It did not need to be that long. All 3 movies in total,
Like 12 hours. It could have honestly been 45 minutes.
it's just too much. There were so many scenes. I turned to Matteo and I said, he couldn't have cut that.
Well, the problem too is like we play so many video games, and now video games are catching up to like these sort of
the
visual
graphics.
effects. And there were moments where I was like, "Am I playing Fortnite right now?" Like at some. And let me just say about James Cameron movies, which I've noticed. There's 3 elements to all James Cameron movies. There is sort of there's water. There's some sort of creature, and then there's this sort of like military industrial look. So I don't know if he's working with like the same artists, but like in Alien, in The Abyss, in Titanic,
And who's the creature in Titanic?
the iceberg, Billy Zane in his wig, Billy Zane's wig.
And who's the military complex in Titanic? Kathy Bates.
Y'all, what did she say? She's like, y'all, louder than a fire horn out here. We're gonna. Rose's mother was such a bitch, and then the money's gone, Rose. I know, you remind me every day. Let me just say this, and I know this has sort of been brought up before. Rose is the bad guy in Titanic. Now, I love Kate Winslet. She can do no wrong in my mind. She didn't write that script. Rose is the problem. Rose was supporting her, but the money's gone. So the money's all gone. The only way to stay alive was through Billy Zane. Billy Zane was like giving her diamonds, and she ran off and risked everyone's lives, and you know.
Well, speaking of Kate Winslet, again, the thing with
It's
Avatar,
also a movie people didn't happen.
we talked
Well,
about.
it did happen, but not Kate Winslet's character. It is interesting that we both wore blue, and we have a new background, everybody.
We do.
So-
And only for the Avatar.
Only for the
episode.
Avatar.
But it's the exact same plot where this one specific family, everyone wants dead, and the last second movie ended with them kind of defeating the military bad guys, but not really because they're still there. And then this opens up with them trying to.
What? It's hard because I have so many specifics to get into.
We have to. It opened up with them trying to figure out what to do with Monkey Boy.
Spider. They called him Monkey Boy and Spider. I'm just going to start with the characters. Sigourney Weaver. I was unaware that Sigourney Weaver was doing the voice of a 14-year-old, 16-year-old Navi girl.
So this happened back in the second movie. So in the first movie at the end, she dies.
Right.
And then gives birth to herself. But she's a child. Her avatar is a child.
Right.
And instead of getting a child actress to voice it, they just have 75-year-old Sigourney, and that's her actual age. I Googled it.
Yeah.
75-year-old Sigourney Weaver voices 12 or 14-year-old girls. So
Right.
she's in a bunch of scenes with other children where they have child actors.
So you have like kid actors running around like, come on, guys, let's go, come on. And then you hear her being like, hold on, hold on, 1 minute, Spider, Monkey Boy.
She calls him Monkey Boy.
Monkey Boy. And there's one scene where she's like, that's not cool.
No, she goes, well, that sucks.
Oh, that sucks. My sciatica is running out. I turned to Nick at one point in the theater. I said, is she going to turn to her mom and be like, Mom, will I get my period? I'm 14. I can keep up with you. Let's go swimming with the whales. Oh, hold on, Spider Boy. Monkey, hi. Oh, here, come look at this. It's my tail. Will you breathe again? Mother, let me talk to you. I'm 14. What's she going to sound like when she's 25?
No, who did that? Remember? Someone did that voice earlier, and I was like, where did Lindsay Lohan get here?
No, they all do this to each other, which you can't take seriously. They go, I can't take it seriously because they'll be in the middle of the fight and they're like, I'm like, whoa. And then Spider Boy does it too.
Hold on. Sigourney Weaver, her 3 climactic moments in the movie. She had 3 climactic moments, and these were the dialogue lines.
All right, you
that
give me the lines,
Took
I'll read it.
40 years for him to write.
Now, Nick, you're the casting
She
director.
finds out
Wait,
that-
you're the casting director, so I'm Sigourney.
So in this scene, they finally say, "You don't have a dad. Your mother died and basically cloned you, and that's how you came about."
Okay, so now I'll be Sigourney, and you give me the lines.
And you're supposed to say in this pivotal moment, "Well, that sucks."
Youthful, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Literally, what
honestly, she
happened?
reminded me of Grandpa Simpson being like, back in my day, they called turkeys the walking bird. Like, it was just so, like...
The second pivotal moment of Sigourney Weaver, she's trying to
She's trying to bring Spider back by connecting to the Earth and having the Earth grow
that's
into
a
him.
movement moment.
Like, oh.
She's having an orgasm.
She was fucking Mother Earth.
And then so anytime they like connect...
What?
She has like an epileptic seizure, so she's not allowed to connect. But they're all dying in this climactic moment at the end, so she has to connect to try to get Mother
Earth. Gaia. No, that's from
Iowa.
I'm saying from Captain
To
Planet.
like save them. And she's going, and then ultimately Spider connects and he enters her in that world. And she's like trying to get, and she just goes, "Monkey boy."
Oh, monkey boy. Going online without ExpressVPN is like not closing the door when you use the bathroom. Even if you think you have nothing to hide, why give random creeps a chance to invade your privacy? Because all of your traffic flows through their servers. Internet service providers, including mobile network providers, know every single website that you visit. And in the US, ISPs are legally allowed to sell that information to advertisers. ExpressVPN reroutes 100% of your traffic through secure, encrypted services, so your ISP can't see your browsing history. With the lowest price ever, plans start at just $3.49 a month. That's only 12 cents a day. Hides your IP address, making it extremely difficult for third parties to track your online activity. It's easy to use. Fire up the app and click one button to get protected. Rated #1 by top tech reviewers like CNET and The Verge. I travel so much. Honestly, there's sometimes I want to see a show that I can't see in the States when I'm in Europe or when I'm traveling other places. So it makes it so much easier for me to stay in touch with my favorite shows and just check in and then whoop, check back out. Secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/INLY. That's ExpressVPN, ExpressVPN.com/INLY to find out how you can get up to 4 extra months. ExpressVPN.com/INLY. Okay, so that's that.
And then the final one, her mother's about to die to the hand of the evil girl who was so she was the best part of the movie. She's so kind.
Was she?
Yes. Her
Was
walk.
she? Well, she did have a great walk.
But anyways, Sigourney's adult character saves her mother, and then she turns and she goes, "Bitch," and kicks her.
Okay, but do you know where that's from?
Harry Potter. Not my daughter, you bitch.
Oh, I forgot. I thought it was
Hey,
like
all I could think was Harry Potter.
I thought it was like Maggie Smith being like, Harry, Marty, you bitch.
All I could think was Harry Potter.
It's from another James Cameron movie from a very famous line with Sigourney Weaver. Do you know what it's from?
Alien.
Aliens. And it was a scene where she's fighting with the queen alien, and she says, "Get away from her, you bitch."
Okay, well now makes a little bit more
So
sense.
if it's a little bit like, oh, by the way, can I just say something about, there was such, the dialogue was terrible. And we're listening to the theater and there was like such bad, like there's no humor in the whole movie. So the very few moments of levity when there is humor, Nick and I we are those old puppets in the Muppets who just complain about everything. Because at one point someone said something and the audience literally went like this. Oh, that's so funny. And me and Nick were like, Nick literally goes, oh, please.
It's like they tried to add like a little humor here and there, and you're like, it's not landing.
It's not Land Before Time. Also, getting on to Monkey Spider, this is his acting. His acting is this.
The character makes me uncomfortable because what is his character?
He had a mask on and could swim with the whales. And only at the very end did he lose oxygen. It didn't make any sense.
Well,
so at one point, they're like...
But where'd the tattoos come from?
Well, he's a part of the tribe. They,
But they don't want him.
Well, some did.
They don't want him.
I wanted him, my friend.
They kept calling him Pink Skin.
The whale. We'll get to the whales in a minute, too. So they're about to kill him, right? Because if the humans get his DNA, then all the humans can
Which
come.
they should have done.
No, they should not have done. They're the bad guys.
They should have killed him 2 movies ago.
Well, they're putting up in his face is literally this is like, all right, I guess if you want to do it, that's cool. I totally get it. I was like, who?
They cast him as a child. They didn't know, and unfortunately, you're stuck with him.
And also, Kate Winslet's character, who's in contractions, is like, we're going to war. I was like, no, you're having contractions. You're about to have a child.
They're all going to war, but yet you see a cave with all the children, and you would think Kate Winslet's character, who somehow has been pregnant for 78 months at this point. I don't know how she hasn't
maybe it
had
takes a
the
longer
baby.
time for them to...
She is not just going into battle, she's on the fucking front lines. I'm like, oh yeah, because every doctor says in your 3rd trimester, do as much physical activity as possible.
Then she gave birth.
Yeah,
and
in
she
your
died.
19th month of pregnancy, every doctor is like, exert as much effort and get into as much danger as possible. Yeah, that's what.
Go on the front lines on a squid and get ready to fight.
And then inevitably, she gets struck down and then goes side saddle to shit out her baby. She goes side saddle. Zoe Saldana's character, who has the worst bedside manner.
That was Zoe Saldana?
What?
I didn't know
movie are you watching?
I didn't know who anybody was.
Zoe Saldana's character, who has the worst bedside manner I've ever seen, is screaming at this dying mother, telling her to shit out the baby.
No, what did she say? She goes.
She hissed at her.
She said, "Then push, or then do it, or something."
Right? She was like, "Then fucking push." Oh.
Well, they were.
You don't say.
Well, they were at war.
Nurse Zoe over here. So she fucking gets side saddle. She's literally, I've never seen a woman birth like this.
She's
not that I've been in many
She's not
ORs,
human.
but she's side saddle.
I can't even believe you can do that.
Shitting out the smallest baby I've ever seen. And they're known for being big, so I'm unclear how it was that small. Zoe, they also don't even really show Kate Winslet's character pushing, and then Zoe's like, one more push. Then she shits out the baby, hugs it, dies. Right. And Zoe straps the baby to her to go fight more battles.
She took it like it was a Polly Pocket. She threw it in her sleeve. She's like, I'm back to war. Then meanwhile, like more people are attacking. So then they like negotiated with the whales to fight with them.
The whale storyline had to end. The one kept calling him brother. Baby, it's not your brother.
The whales fighting, they just threw themselves on the ship and then went back into the sea. And then when Sigourney is talking to Mother Earth, and she's
the final climactic
she's like,
moment,
save us! And then Mother Earth like looks at her and like nods her head. I thought it was gonna be some huge, amazing spiritual moment, like the water's gonna glow, like real nature was gonna take
like
over.
A cyclone or something.
Right, like Madame Morrible should have gone in there and fought everybody off.
Kate Winslet in her storm voice, by the power of the winds.
Winds rise and sweep the thorns beneath our path. No, instead she just sends out like 700 squids who are, where the fuck are they? And they just on the deck and they're killing people. Then that Australian guy's like, yeah, no, we gotta go. And then the squid kills him. And there's so much setup and payoff to the point that it was like too obvious. Like when the whale's hurt, like obviously the whale's gonna get its revenge. And like, oh, like, you know, Spider Boy can't breathe. Well, he's gonna breathe again. Like, you know, Kate Winslet is pregnant. Obviously she's gonna die and the baby's gonna be born. Like there's so much setup and payoff. But the point where it's a bit obvious. And I was like, this is 3 hours. Like when whales are talking to each other and saying, you are the matriarch, we've gone too far.
Oh, the whale dialogue was it was in like papyrus, and it would be like, and it would be like, yes, sounds good.
Well, because they speak simpler.
How are they talking? And it's
one
also
point-
like the bad whale killer guy only has one arm, and everyone's like, how are we going to stop him? Chop the other arm off. Why do we have to summon 87,000 squids? Cut his other arm off, and there you go.
And Nick at one point just goes, and how are those rocks floating? I was like,
How are they floating?
I think it was explained.
Was it? I don't think so.
I think it was. Can we look up how the rocks were floating? Oh, can I do Edie
Nothing
Falco?
else was and then Edie Falco,
First of all,
Carmela.
Carmela
Couldn't shake her.
from Jersey in a mafia family showed up to be a general. And it's as if Edie was like, I will speak to no dialect coach. I am a Italian woman from New Jersey. And not only that,
Collecting a fat check.
a fat check. And literally, like, at one point, so, like, the camera, Chris, you can focus on this camera, right? I'm Edie Falco. Nick, say my line. This is what she does.
Captain, what should we do? Should we leave? And then doesn't say anything.
And then, thank you so much. And then, by the
And
way,
she's an amazing actress, but
She is.
I don't
Nurse
think she
Jackie.
loved this project.
no one liked this. Everyone went on set, and this movie was brought to you by Benadryl. I mean, everybody was sort of out of a daze. Like, at one point, everyone around them is dying, and she's just looking, and she goes, well, I think it's time that we go. And they're like, no,
Go
we can't go.
where?
There's nowhere to go.
Go where? I gotta bring it back with 3D.
Wait, this is the explanation for the rocks.
The rocks known as the Hallelujah Mountains to humans in Aram.
Right here.
Oh, the floating rocks in Pandora include those.
Magnetic fields.
Wait, they're are held aloft by powerful magnetic fields generated by the moon's core interacting with a rare, naturally occurring superconducting mineral called unobtainium. Unobtainium.
So there is no explanation.
It's their moon.
Okay.
The fire lady. We haven't gotten to her either.
We haven't got. She was my favorite part. I have to get back to 3D because I can't shake it. Why did the movie need to be in 3D? I did not need the Navi's tail face fucking me for 3.5 hours. I didn't need it. What about it was needed, James? If I wanted something blue in my face, I'd go blow the Blue Man Group. I don't need the Navi's tail face slapping me like a dick for 3 hours. Nothing that we saw for 3D in that theater was like, wow, this was worth the price of admissions. It wasn't. Okay? Even the birth didn't need to be in 3D. I didn't need to see an alien avatar shit out of an avatar pussy into my lap. I didn't need it.
It did look pretty
Beautiful.
Like there were a lot
of
of moments where I was looking. I was like, okay, I can understand that the look. There was a lot of really beautiful compositions.
It's
and
a
like
beautiful
the
film.
blues, like the blues of their face with
The
with the
blues.
orange of the fire behind them. Like really,
beautiful.
Everything looked like a painting. But
it would have been beautiful in 2D.
we didn't. I at one point just took my 3D glasses off, and I'm like, I'm just gonna deal with the fuzziness because I can't focus on this.
It added
I slept
nothing
for
to the
20 minutes
story.
at one point.
3D is helpful 20 years ago when it was first invented and you're like, oh my God, this character is practically in my face. It's been 20 years. It's not adding anything to the story.
Well, because now everything with like
And now I'm sick.
everything with like AI and video games and CGI and blah blah. I don't know that like the spectacle of CGI or graphics are something that are putting butts in seats. I mean, obviously it made like $1 billion, but
I still don't know how, but
I'm just saying, and I know it wasn't CGI and there was actually actors and whatever, but I'm just saying when you look at like Jurassic Park, when they first used CGI, not Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. What? Why are you laughing at me?
because now I'm having flashbacks of Jurassic Park
Okay,
rebirth.
no. Although I told you I bumped into Scarlett Johansson when I was backstage
Yes.
at SNL, And she said, "Oh, excuse me." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm so sorry." And then I was like, I wonder if any of your rant ever somehow got back to her.
I'm sure some of them have seen
Collectively, it has like 15 million views.
One of them was
I don't think
sent
she
it.
cares. I don't think she. Anyways, but at some point, you think to yourself, like, when you watch Jurassic Park, albeit they didn't have all the CGI technology today, and you look at it and some of it looks a bit like gray, like it looks a bit wonky, but the reason it was so effective is because it was strategically placed CGI in a real setting. So people are in real environments. It's not so much about like having an actor work with you. Like I was watching James, what's his name? Ian McKellen talk about how difficult it was doing Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit because he's surrounded by green and green screen. It was so difficult because he needs to work off people. I get that. A lot of people work off tennis balls. But, in Jurassic Park, there was still that set. So there was still the real rain coming down. There was still the real trucks. There was still the real, and then because you're in that environment, you can play to that fear. And because there was such little CGI, that when you strategically place it, there's certain moments where it's really effective because you're still in a real environment. When you have all this amazing cinematography and angles and shots, and yes, it's amazing to do when you freeze it, but the human brain can't comprehend all the little things that are happening all at once. We really can only understand so much of what's in front of us. So when you watch a movie, even Alien, without any CGI, it just has so much more. The effect of it is so much greater because a lot of it is the mind, it's the fear, so this, yes, it's stunning, it's beautiful, they can do anything they want, they can film at any angle, they can do all this incredible shots and stuff, but to what cost? Because I didn't walk away remembering most of it. I walked away remembering Edie Falco's weird face, and it still looks strange to see Spider Boy in a forest with
Monkey
a bunch of
Boy.
Whatever, Spider Monkey Boy. It still looks strange to have him in a full CGI forest and he's still there. The human mind can still pick up he's not really there. So there's just something about it where I'm like, I didn't really buy it. I don't know. That's my own opinion.
Visually, I enjoyed it. I do think it's very impressive. I think it's very impressive how he filmed it and created all of that. Yes, I'm aware. He has 4 of the top 5 grossing movies of all time.
Titanic, Avatar 1, 2, 3.
Right.
What are the top 10 grossing movies of all time? I know
Avengers Endgame.
Well, Star Wars, I know Gone with the Wind with inflation was definitely one of them. So Avatar is
Avengers
number 1.
Endgame, Avatar 2, Titanic.
Maron.
Naja, the Chinese movie.
Right. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, number 6. Avengers: Infinity War. Spider-Man: No Way Home. Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 made that much money?
Yeah, it was popular.
My God. Jurassic World. Jurassic World the one? No, that was
It was the first
soft
reboot with Chris Pratt
with
and
the heels.
Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah,
2015.
yeah. That's the one I got kicked out of the theater for screaming so much.
I went with Sashir, and Sashir was screaming. I didn't know Sashir was. She's like, I'm gonna scream. I was like,
I screamed the whole time. They came down. They literally came down. And they were like, "Sir, I think you need to leave."
That happened to me at the Nutcracker, but I was laughing.
Happened to us almost at Wicked for Good.
Wicked for Good. We almost got kicked out.
So in this movie, I guess not the main villain, but
yes,
the main female villain,
right,
is I can't remember her name now, but she
give me your thunder. Teach me your thunder.
Was like the queen of the ash avatars.
Yes.
And she was super cunt, and her walk was cunty. She hissed a lot. She loved death. She loves fire.
Yes.
She loves to torture people.
We got her little backstory.
She loves to kill people.
When she gave ketamine to the sergeant.
Right.
And she gave us her little backstory that they came and burned
crown
down her
and
villages.
everything.
The design of her was great.
She was very cool.
Yeah, the design of her was great. She was a cool villain, but I would say I didn't care about any of the characters.
Her and her helper guy had a very BDSM kinky relationship.
They did.
You could tell were into we're fucking, but it's gonna hurt a little.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say in general. Did you see it, Chris?
No, I haven't. I don't.
Have you seen any of the Avatars?
Yeah, I've seen the first 2.
Wait till it comes out on streaming.
Yeah, I'm not.
But even then, I wouldn't. I don't know.
At least it won't be in 3D. And
John Luca loved it. He was obsessed. He's like, you saw it all wrong. I was like,
Dakota really loved it.
He did?
It was his favorite of the 3. And I said, well, that's crazy. That's crazy.
No, I didn't like it.
It was the same
just
story as
couldn't
the second one. It
care.
ended in the cliffhanger of the guy almost dying
can I be-
spider trying to save him. Like,
Can I say something
it
controversial?
was the same ending.
I don't even want to be in that world. I have no
There's
interest
supposed
in
to be
being in that
2
world.
more.
2 more of what?
And of what? Because at the end of this one, spoiler, basically the whole military dies.
But is James Cameron going to direct it again?
It's his creation.
He must give it off to somebody else. I mean, I would be so tired.
You think that narcissistic man who made us sit in a theater for 12 hours and just for 3 movies is going to pass the buck to someone else?
It is fascinating to listen to people work with James Cameron, especially on The Abyss and Terminator. Aliens. Like, he's a very demanding director, and when he was filming Aliens, he was filming it in London or in England, and the English staff was not used to the same working conditions as California staff or crew, I should say, and they were constantly getting into fights. And then at some point at 4 p.m. British people just leave, we have tea time, and James would like scream at them, and then they all threatened to quit, and then there was this big but then the movie was phenomenal. Like, I will say, outside of this film, I'm just not into these movies, but James Cameron does make very good
Obviously,
movies.
he makes good movies because all of his movies make a fuck ton of money.
Well, they're easily... I didn't love Titanic.
There are a lot of things about the movies that, like the dialogue and...
The dialogue's rough. The dialogue and the acting
a lot of the
were
acting.
subpar.
It's just like...
Let me just say this.
They're impressive movies.
Sigourney Weaver, in my mind, can do no wrong.
She's an incredible
I love Sigourney
legend.
Weaver. I'm just pointing out that a 75-year-old woman voicing a 14-year-old is a bit distracting.
And then they had her in the end as well.
That's right. That was also a stupid scene. They went to heaven or something.
No,
they
I
joined
don't
in
know where
heaven to
they-
see their
No,
ancestors
because they were
and
still
their brothers.
alive.
But then where the fuck
And
were
then
they?
all of the avatars like
held hands and then
held
they
hands and bowed over Monkey Boy.
It was very, we are the world. I mean, I don't know.
I was waiting for Michael Jackson to start singing.
No, I auditioned for the role in this movie.
She would have been one of the whales.
I would.
These are the dates for the next 2.
December 12th,
2029.
In 2031?
That's
How
crazy.
old is James Cameron?
He's old.
He's got to be like 65,
There's
70.
no way.
71.
Maron, he's going to be 85 doing this? Come
Still
on.
one of my all-time, I think about it constantly, jokes is by Amy Poehler at the Golden Globes back when Catherine Bigelow was nominated for The Hurt Locker.
Right.
And James Cameron was nominated, I think, for Avatar. I think they came out at the same time. And as she's hosting, Amy goes, there's a lot of controversy about Hurt Locker, but I haven't been keeping up with it. But, I trust any woman like Catherine Bigelow to definitely know about torture since she was married to James Cameron for 3 years.
I just watched Amy's podcast. She's great.
She just won the Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Which is...
Nikki's amazing, by the way.
She did great.
Nikki is amazing.
She killed it, and I'm glad that Amy won the Golden Globe for the podcast, but as podcasters, there doesn't need to be a best podcast at the Golden Globe. It's
Nick,
not
what
the
are you
same
saying?
thing.
We are
a category.
going to be nominated, and we're going to win.
It's not the same
Nick,
thing. It's
we
for
are
TV
going to
and
go
movies.
to the Golden
Why would
Globes
the
and
podcast-
win for best... I mean, we would never have a chance.
It's a
in hell.
TV and movie award show. It just felt so random. I'm glad Amy won, but it just feels random. And she knew it felt random.
Of course, she
even
knew
in
it
her
felt
speech.
weird. She was like, "This is ridiculous."
But my thing about Avatar, look, James, I'm available if you need me to voice a character in the upcoming 2 movies. That's not the issue. I will happily be there. But we have to stop. We've done it. You've done it. You've made billions. You've created a language. You've created a world. You did it. Let's end. We don't need any more. We don't need them.
I don't think we need any more a continuation of any IP. We don't need. There's like 8 Terminator movies.
Need another.
It's just too much. It's too much.
He made $2 billion each in the first 2, and now this one's going to be close to $2 billion. You've made almost $6 billion on 3 movies.
And he's like
baby, hang in the towel.
And I don't know how he has the time because he's also a licensed professional deep sea diving person.
He still does that? I thought that was just for Titanic.
No, that's where he got interest. No, maybe the Abyss he got interest.
That's why all the movies have water in them.
Yeah. And he knew they did interviews with him about that submarine that exploded. Remember that thing?
Yeah.
And he's like such a professional. He was like, they should have never done it and it's the wrong technology and blah, blah, blah.
Just retire. Be happy. If I had that much money, you would
He
never
doesn't have to
see
retire.
me again.
He's obviously passionate.
Okay.
So, but I will say, no,
but we
he's
don't
a very
need
good
any more
director.
Avatar.
He's a very good director. But I agree. We're done with Avatar. At least these 2 are. Do you think him and his new recent $1 billion gives a shit? Like, how much do you think Kate Winslet's walking away with for that? Because she gets residuals. I'm sure her agents got their paws all over that. Like, she must be making so much money.
So there's Matt Damon was originally offered the lead guy's role.
He said no.
And he says it's his biggest regret. Or I think he says his biggest regret because he was offered like $1 million and it was like 5% of all profit from the movies. And he was like, I would have made from all 3 movies like $250 million or $200 million or something.
Well, there's Zoe.
$4 million.
That's beautiful. So how much did she make?
$4 million.
Zoe made $4 million
For all 3 or each
$4
one?
million for the first one, $8 million for the second.
Wow.
I'm not sure about that.
I mean,
But she's had an amazing career.
That's the bare minimum. These movies are making billions. They each should be making $10 million.
There's the 14-year-old Sigourney.
she made $11 million on the first one, and
Good.
then the other.
Sigourney, I guarantee, because she's been around this business long enough, I'm sure she's making a percentage of profits.
That really was Kate Winslet.
Yeah, she made $6 million.
Kate
On
Winslet.
I love
Do
Kate
you know her
Winslet.
favorite movie is Waiting for Guffman?
I love Kate Winslet.
I
Mayor
love
of
that.
Easttown, Pride and Prejudice, The Holiday. She's one
Titanic.
of my favorite actresses.
She
didn't need to be in this,
of the
but hey,
what is it
she's
called?
collecting that check.
Spotless Sunshine of the Eternal Mind, the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
Sure.
There you
And
go.
Francesco De Carlo's joke is literally in Italian. If you leave me, I delete you. Se mi lascia ti cancello or something like that. Well, okay. So who was nominated? Up first
For the
Oh, yeah, she
Wait.
beat her ex,
this is the
was
Golden
her ex?
Globe
Will Arnett,
podcast
really.
her ex-husband.
nominees.
Wow. Well, do you think we'll be nominated for a Golden Globe? Do you think we'll ever host the Golden Globes?
2000. If they were smart, they would have us host the
I
Golden
would never
Globes.
be near Nikki. She's made for that job.
We could do it.
We would fail. Nikki would call me and say, "Here's the witness number to the witness protection program.
I'm putting it out into the universe. 2027. We
gonna
are
host-
voicing characters of Avatar. We are hosting the Golden Globes, and we are getting nominated for Best Podcast. You heard it here first.
Right.
Okay. Thank you for watching another episode of our podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please join our Patreon for bonus episodes, behind the scene content, and much more. Please buy our merch. And until next time.